Okay, so let's get this party started. The Queen of Pentacles upside down. Now, Pentacles are earth signs, so Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgos. This can stand for you if you're in a female body, but it is upside down. So it looks like something has come to kind of a halt. It's hovering there. It looks like needing some decisions, maybe needing some money to reenact or to create the next step that you want, Virgo. It looks like a little bit of static in the air with your communications. So make sure and stay in integrity around your money. Stay in the higher levels of communication. So the Queen is an exalted sign. She's an exalted sign. So she's taking the high road. Pentacles is motion, can mean money. So no frivolous spending, Virgo. So it looks like it's a time for saving your money. It also is a time of being in integrity. But it also can stand for a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, having a bit of a hard time, or that your communication isn't clear with them. So make sure that you keep your communications at that higher level. No manipulations, no, baiting people, things like that. Although I know that's not your regular bent, Virgo, but be responsible with your communication, and also try to have a handle on your money a little bit. No frivolous spending. So it looks like you are saving for something larger to happen, and reprioritize. What crosses you? This is the 10 of Cups. This is emotions. This is family. This is happiness. So this may be making a little bit of separation between you and your family at this point. It also looks like, it also feels like Christmas or the holidays may have come into play with your money. So you got to start all over in saving for that big ticket item or the activity or the motion that you are saving for. But it looks like a home is considered, either buying a home, selling a home, moving to a different home. But something is in your awareness about creating either a new home, a new piece of property, or someplace redoing your home as well, your current home. It may not be physically moving from one abode to another. It may just be upgrading your current living situations with a little paint, cleaning out a closet, something like that. But it looks like your family space is pretty joyous right now. But with the holidays, it did come in into play a little bit about taxing your money a little bit. So it was a little harder on your money. Reprioritize, and you will be back on track. But it looks like things are happening well in the family, that there is happiness and jovial energy. So it's great. That's a great thing, Virgo, to reconnect, especially during the holidays, and have it go so swimmingly and so effortlessly. So what is above you? This is the Seven of Wands. There's a little bit of strife. It feels like you're kind of cornered in the situation, not having much choices in the matter. It may be something with a partner, a decision that a partner has made that kind of involves you, that you really don't have any control in, and it feels like you're backed against the wall a little bit, and a little bit defensive about it. So ride out the waves, Virgo, and see where it brings you. I see this as a temporary situation, and that you really don't have to fight so hard for your voice to be heard, that this situation will kind of dissipate a little bit, and the resolve will be clearer to you. What the resolve is will be much clearer to you within the next month. But it looks like there's a little bit of strife, a little bit of miscommunication, and it also has to do with the new endeavor. So just ride it out. ride it out a little bit and wait till the smoke to clear, and then you'll be able to make a decision. But it really looks like you're feeling kind of powerless and that you're on the defense of a certain situation. Okay, what is in the past? This is the 7. You also have 7s and 8s. So you're right in the middle of a process. It looks like you have clarity on the direction that you want to go, but it's, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and kind of propelling that new endeavor into the universe. So sometimes it's one or two steps forwards, 1 or 2 steps back at the same time. So it looks like you have now decided which direction that you want to go, Virgo. Making some decisions, or at least looking at some options that you have for this situation. It can be work related as well. It feels work as well as home related. And, if we get a new job offer that is halfway across the world, we have to look at that about moving and how that's going to look. So it looks like there's a lot of different options here for you. You have made one solid decision what you want the future to look like, but not quite sure how all the other pieces of the puzzle are going to fit in. So it looks like planting those seeds. You're at that inception stage where you're trying to qualify what you're doing, where you're going to do it, and how that's going to look for you. So you're just getting all the little details together from this situation before it can move. So there's a couple of more things that you have to do, follow-ups, before you can take that leap into either the new activity, the new job, new house. But it's a big shift in your life. It's a big shift coming up in your life, and it looks like within the next 6 months that it will happen. But there are pieces of the puzzle to be filled in before that can happen. So do all those small things that feel so collectively they're a big thing. Individually they're small things. So just pick one small thing at a time, resolve it, and then move on to the next, Virgo. I know you have a lot of projects, but it looks like you are singling in on one focus now, which is great. The Hierophant, that is in the current position, and this is one of spiritual exploration. It's also one of collecting information on that either spiritual level, church level, God level. It is looking at things bigger than ourselves. And even for those atheist folks, that can just be looking at a tree, tree and nature. For many people, that is their God. They don't feel the connection to the spiritual aspect, but they do feel connection in a spiritual aspect to nature. And so that's what looks like it's being explored. How does spirituality work for you? How does it work for others? What does it look like for you? So it looks like you're doing a little more self-exploration within the spiritual realm, the God realm, angel realm, or something higher than yourself. And it's like you're reigniting faith that has been kind of held at bay for a while. So you're reigniting something. And for some of you, it may be joining a new church, or just speaking more about us as spirits, or checking in with a psychic, doing meditation. So there is something new, brand new for you that you have embraced and that you are looking at, or you are revisiting a spiritual aspect of your life from the past. The Death card is right here in the future position. There are no people around it directly, so this feels like it is the ending of something. It is the completion of something that you've been working on for a long time. For many of you, it could be graduating, graduating from college, or moving out of the house, or retiring, or ending a relationship. So this is the ending of something. It is next to the home position. It is next to the upside down Queen of Pentacles. So it could be the ending of a friendship. It could be moving out of the house for many of you that have still lived with your folks, Virgos. or completing a relationship or changing a relationship. I tend to believe that this energy has to do with relationship as well as home. It's right next to both. So many of you could be moving on, moving out, or moving in with your loved one. So this is some grand change or ending of something. Okay, what is at the base of all this is the 10. And the 10 cards are the completion of things. You have 10 cards here. So you've been putting a lot of energy into a project that looks like it is finally, you can see the end of the tunnel, and there's not a train at the end of that tunnel. So it looks like it's just about to, you're just about to end some big responsibilities that you've been carrying quite a load for a very long time. This could be work related. This could be money related. It could be your house or your relationship. So it's something big, and it's something that you've been carrying around for a very long time, and it's time for you to put those things down. I'm feeling for many of you, it's either switching jobs or retiring, replacing jobs, something like that. A very heavy load is being lifted. And for some of you, you know, that are in school or in a job that is just not singing to your soul, this may be putting down all those responsibilities and finding something else that makes your heart sing. So you're right at the end of this, Virgo. Don't give up, but it's been a very long road for you, and you're just about to put all this burden down and walk into your new unencumbered life that's a little simpler and also more focused on creating things for you versus creating things for you, for your family, your spouse, your parents. I know that you guys are very big humanitarians, but must take care of things at home. They say to start at home. So that is what I am encouraging you, Virgo, is to focus on yourself, start making your life a little better. And it is coming to the point where you are putting down some burdens that are no longer useful for you. The 2 of Wands is right here. You got a lot of wands here. You got a lot of motion. So it looks like some projects that you have started maybe didn't turn out that way, and you're having to switch focus on different projects. This is the 2 of Wands, and it is upside down. So the 2 of Wands can be travel in the distance, finding your balance, really focusing in on things that you like to do in the world, having a more of a worldly approach. Well, this is upside down. So this may have been a trip that was canceled, or some kind of project that you were moving towards that got waylaid a little bit, or something happened, either that it was the timing was off, or it was halted for some reason. There is a reason that this project came to a halt. So please check all paperwork involved with this, whether it's traveling, buying property, retiring, checking a new job, redoing your redoing and reprioritizing money in some way. So please check all the paperwork that was involved with this project that kind of has been waylaid. There is some information in there that will benefit you. Now, all is not lost, and it will be put back on the front burner soon enough, but there's something that's kind of hidden that doesn't benefit you within this either transaction, movement, or agreement. So please take a look at all of the legalese, all of the written stuff, and investigate truths. If it doesn't feel right to you, it isn't. So trust your intuition a bit, Virgo. The next card is the Sun. This is new beginnings. This is casting off the shadows kind of all the pain and anguish and things that have held you back in the past. The Sun is very much new beginnings, looking at the same situation a little differently, starting new projects for yourself, illuminating things, and making things simpler. This baby kind of lights up for me that it's time to make your life a little more simpler, and not do the juggle so much for everybody else's benefit. But now it's time to really refocus some of that energy on you and yours, and having your wildest dreams come to fruition. And even though this looked like a little bit of a bump in the road, this new beginnings is right on top of this. So you will be able to jumpstart this project, the situation, this either relationship, or the new beginning of some sort, shortly after this has been released. So you must release some of the old expectations in order to create a new. You know, when we build a new building, we have to tear down the old building to the studs. So that's kind of what is happening now for you, Virgo, is the old ideals, the old situation, and the old priorities are all being kind of torn down for you to look at and rebuild what your priorities are in this new and fresh outlook that you have. You've done a lot of work and you've released a lot of energy, but it looks like just like one more thing needs to be released for you to get clarity and start on your new project. Yes, you will have to start. It looks like starting all over from scratch because the other thing did not work. So to your benefit, it looks like it does work, but it doesn't work to your benefit. Others are benefiting more from the agreement, the situation. So take a look at that on the legal level and tweak the things that you want to tweak and make it benefit you. Wheel of Fortune here. This is one of my favorite cards, also a 10 card. And that is basically what you put into life is what you get out of. If you manifest things from a negative, that's what you will manifest. You will manifest more negative. So wherever your vision is held, that is what you will manifest. If you hold your vision for the positive, uncompromisingly, unapologetically, hold that vision for what you need for your happiness and for you to find their smile. The Wheel of Fortune honors that. So hold that vision, Virgo. Don't lose faith in your wonderful creations and your dreams, and keep putting positive out there in the world, and that's what you will receive back as positive. So a Knight of Pentacles is on one side, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is, I'm feeling this is messages. Pages are messages. Cups are Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And on the other side, you have a Knight of Pentacles. And the Pentacles are Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I do not believe this stands for you, Virgo. Although if you are in a younger, under 30 body, it most certainly can. But this feels like it is, you're being torn between part of the past and part of your future. I feel that this Page of Cups represents messages from your past, thoughts from your past, and memories of positive and good times. That was the past, Virgo. That was the past. You cannot reenact the past. You can connect with it and accept it as it is in the present time. So it looks like you're visiting a lot in your mind in the past, the good things, the things that worked, the things that didn't. So now it's time to release all those things from the past that didn't work. Just take the positive memories and allow those to propel you into the future. The Knight of Pentacles, as I said, that's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. There feels like there's a little pull or a little neediness to be included in your future, in your dreams, in your hopes. It feels like it's imbalanced a little bit, and you may have to set some boundaries around that Earth sign so you can get to work on what you need to do. I don't see that it's destructive. I don't see that they're consciously manipulative, but it is a bit of a manipulation. It's a little bit of guilt coming from this earth sign. But on this side, I see the Page of Cups. So this is messages from your past, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person possibly, but it is kind of pulling you between the past and your future. So hold on to that sight, focus in on what you need to do, and set those boundaries really clearly with love and kindness.